Another mastermind hit.
Notice to all viewers and social media companies. Ohio residents can use medical marijuana for qualified medical conditions under Ohio House Bill 523. The host of the show, known as 420 Live or 420 Live Ohio, may use or consume legally purchased Ohio medical marijuana products during this video. 420 Live or Ohio Cannabis Live does not promote the use of illegal drugs. This content is for informative and entertainment purposes only. This content is not meant to be used as medical advice or to be used to promote misinformation about cannabis. Viewer discretion is advised.
Another mastermind hit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mastamynd Prime here with 420 Live Show. Welcome back. What you medicating on? Hit the like, subscribe button. Yeah, I look horrible right now because I've been in school all week. And I ain't had time to shave. I ain't had time to get cleaned up. We got breaking news to talk about. And when I say we got breaking news, we got breaking news. We're jumping right into this right now. The headline is, will Kentucky residents be allowed to buy our medical cannabis? What? No. Say it ain't so. Why can't we go to Michigan? What is going on? So, let's just do some Googling here. So, what just happened here was the Kentucky governor signed an executive order, which I have. I'll show you that here in a second. And make sure, let me know what you're medicating on. I didn't turn comments on just yet, but I will here in a second. Let me see, medical cannabis. This is how you look up stuff when you're trying to figure out, so this is a big story, so it ain't hard to find. There's a couple different places that have put up this article about this. I didn't put my article out about it because I got some information these folks don't got. But let me just kind of run through some of the things here for you. The executive order of the governor outlined conditions that Kentuckians with at least 21 of the medical conditions, which include cancer, multiple sclerosis, post-traumatic stress disorder, muscular dystrophy, terminal illness, must meet to access medical cannabis beginning January 1st, 2023. The conditions include, this is very weirdly written, cannabis must be bought in the United States of America in a state where purchase of legal and regulated. Kentuckians will need to keep their receipt. The amount the person can purchase and possess at any time must not exceed 8 ounces, which is the difference between misdemeanor and a felony in Kentucky. Each Kentuckian must also have a certification from a licensed healthcare provider that shows that the individual has been diagnosed with at least one of the 21 conditions. A copy of the certification must be retained. The governor said the guidance is being created for law enforcement to determine quickly and accurately who does and does not qualify. That's very weird. How are they going to know? Are they going to teach the Kentucky State Police to be medical marijuana doctors? I don't know. Let me turn comments on. I know you guys will probably want to talk about it, and it's just kind of like one of them things where it's like, I just can't believe it. But we definitely want you to keep watching because we got the exclusive. Because you know me, I contacted the Board of Pharmacy and I asked, what exactly is going on here? What are we talking about? Hey, Lynette. Oh, you got some layer cake with some skunkberry? And you got some Kim OG with firelands? Okay. All right. Well, like I said, this is important. So I want to make sure we stay focused on this information and what I got to tell you. So let's read a little bit more of this article, which again is courtesy of WKYT.com. I'm using this under the Fair Use Act, so there's no copyright violation. This is their website that I'm showing you. But you can Google search like I did. You'll find all these articles. The action comes after months of debate, failed legislation from the General Assembly earlier this year. It's clear Kentuckians want medical cannabis, Governor Beshear said, signing an executive order Tuesday that loosens restrictions on medical cannabis in Kentucky. Governor Andy Beshear says it's past time lawmakers make it law. Today, action means Kentucky suffer from these chronic and terminal conditions will soon be able to get help they need without fear of being charged a misdemeanor. Governor Beshear said, it's very exciting. Kentucky resident Julie Cantwell, it makes him very happy that I won't have to be a criminal and not to have seizures. The order protects Kentuckians with severe medical conditions such as cancer, MS, PSTD, terminal illness to possess up to 8 ounces of medical cannabis legally brought in another state. There are actions that I can take as governor to provide access to medical cannabis and relief who need it. This is more than any governor has done, and this is a step to help Kentucky patients, said Cantwell. I'm going to say there might be even a million or more people in the state who are suffering who need help. The governor also said that the state will regulate the sale of Delta 8 and contains THC, but the lower level than marijuana. It's not a controlled substance in Kentucky nor under federal law, and a court has ruled that it is legal in Kentucky. Right now, there are no checks on how it's packaged, how it's sold. FYI, if you buy stuff from Kentucky, we must establish a regulatory structure to ensure that Delta 8 is sold and purchased safely in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. This structure can be also serve as a template for when the General Assembly fully legalizes medical cannabis. So it's not fully legalizing medical cannabis here. This is not a legalization order. This is like, hey, go somewhere else in America and buy it. There's another article, I'm trying to find it, where it basically it said that they could come to Ohio and get stuff, and that was really the part that I didn't like. And they may have changed this now because, like I said, I contacted the Board of Pharmacy because, to me, this didn't make a lot of sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this email that I sent to the Board of Pharmacy in order to find out what say you of this announcement. And I like to let people know how I do things. So, according to this article, I'm just paraphrasing what I say here. It says, Kentucky residents will be able to purchase medical cannabis from an Ohio dispensary. Did Ohio sign off on this, or is this something Kentucky worked out? Let me show you this article. Might be gone now. See, because let's see here. I'm trying to find this part where they mentioned Ohio. Yeah, here we go. So, the governor announced Tuesday that residents that meet illicit qualifications can lawfully buy up to 8 ounces of medical marijuana in the state where it's legal and bring it back to Kentucky without legal repercussions. Let me read that again. The governor announced Tuesday that residents that meet the list of qualifications can lawfully buy up to 8 ounces of medical marijuana in a state where it is legal and bring it back to Kentucky without legal repercussions. For example, a person in Kentucky can travel to Ohio, purchase medical marijuana, and return to their own state. Hey, Mike. What? No, I don't understand how we get thrown into this. Like, we got enough stuff going on in our program. We don't need to be mixed up in Kentucky's mess where they don't even have a program yet. So I asked the pharmacist, and here's our answer. To qualify for placement on the Ohio Medical Marijuana Registry, a patient, we all know this, must be a resident of the state of Ohio unless the Board of Pharmacy has entered into a reciprocity agreement with the state of the patient's residence. If a reciprocity agreement is entered between the board and the state of Kentucky, the authorization issued by the state of Kentucky for medical marijuana patients would be recognized and accepted in the state of Ohio, with those patients having the same right to use, possess, obtain, or administer medical marijuana in Ohio as patients who are Ohio residents. Here's the caveat. However, without an established program, it does not appear that Ohio can enter into a reciprocity agreement with Kentucky, as the law requires both of the following to enter into a reciprocity agreement. The eligibility requirements imposed by the other state for authorization are substantially comparable to the eligibility requirements for a patient or caregiver registration and identification card issued under this chapter. The other state recognizes a patient or caregiver registration and identification card issued under this chapter, and currently there is no reciprocity agreement in effect between the two states. Additionally, this is still a federal prohibition on the transfer of marijuana across state lines, which adds further complexity to this announcement. So, this is why I be on it. I be on this. See, I don't play. You already know this. This is why you're watching the #1 Ohio cannabis news resource, one-stop shop for everything about the Ohio program, about other programs, about cannabis. We got everything here. Look nowhere else. Share this with your friends. We are finding out stuff that I could tell you a bunch of people didn't even know that this had happened. They were like, what? So, just make sure that you are hitting the like, subscribe button, and you supporting the channel, because it's hard to keep this going. I'm going to share something with y'all before we go today. My uncle, who has been locked up in Kentucky, of all places, for a drug-related charge somewhere else, is being held there. And he's already been approved to be released. His housing been approved. His nursing home been approved. And they was just about to let us come visit. And then all of a sudden, he stops breathing. Right before he signs the paperwork to let us be able to come visit and get more information about what happened. He had been on a ventilator, trach and everything. He got off all that stuff and even got out back to the regular thing. He was out of the hospital. He was doing something. He was recovering. And then boom, now he's back in ICU. So keep my uncle in your prayers. I'm like I said, I'm doing a lot right now. I'm working on my school. I'm working on a lot of projects. That we haven't had a lot of reviews lately. It's just been hard. I haven't been feeling the greatest. There's a lot of other things going on in the underbelly. One of those being the situation with my uncle. And I've been working on our VIP helpline. Some more people want to know more information about that. So I'm going to give you a little bit of update on that. So right now what I'm trying to do is set up a phone system. So when people call, it'll be kind of like a, big company, it'll be organized and professional and all that kind of stuff. And that'll allow us to have a streamlined process for people that are helping out with the calls. It's a work in progress. It's not easy to do all these things by yourself. And certainly, it's definitely hard to do it on top of everything else and going to school. I go to school 3 days a week at the Ohio Media School of Broadcasting. Shout out to the Ohio Media School of Broadcasting, Ohio. And I look forward to showing you some of the things I'll be making at school. I already did something, and I can't wait to show you what it is at some point. Hey, thanks, Mr. OV. Thanks for that, sir. I appreciate that. And it's just, we're under a lot here. We have to start looking at next year. This year's over. I still want to get together and have dinner. So if you're trying to have dinner somewhere in a town somewhere and meet me for dinner, let's start throwing out some places we can have dinner at, and I'll meet you there. And we're gonna try to bring some LLCs with us too. And when I say pick somewhere, I mean pick the best restaurant in your town. And that's the one I want to come to. Don't pick McDonald's. Don't pick Burger King. I'm talking about they got to have the best everything. It be the fanciest. Don't got to be the most expensive, but it got to be the best. So like I said, definitely start start thinking about where you want to have dinner at. And thanks for prayers. I appreciate that, Mr. Ove. Really appreciate your support, brother. And yeah, and say, how's it supposed to help the people? I don't know. I mean, it's very. I hope things frustrating, man. Like, you know, letting Kentucky come here. I'm trying to look at how does that help our program. Okay, Jimmy, Morton Steakhouse downtown. Send me a link to the site, Jimmy, on my. Send me a link somehow. Send me the link to the restaurant so I can look it up. What kind of parking is Cleveland, man? What kind of parking situation is it? Because if it's hard to park there and hard to get in and out of there, that might not be good for some people, especially me. So let me know what's going on with the parking. If it's got good parking there, I mean, sounds in Morton Steak. Now, any other ones? And what's everybody having for dinner tonight? Before I wrap it up, tell me what you got going on for dinner. I think I'm having chicken, maybe. I don't know. No, I'm having tacos. Taco Friday. Ah, man. So yeah, you know, I like I said, next week it'll be a lot better. Hopefully, I'll get to show you some new cool stuff I've done. Hopefully, I'm waiting on some more software to get downloaded. Pizza and salad. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I mean, but the main thing is, can we park there? Is there a lot of parking available? Because if it's not a lot of parking there, man, that's not gonna be good for us. Because we're gonna show up deep, man. We need room for cars. If we gotta pay to park, nah, I ain't trying to pay. Now they got valet, that's okay. But I don't want to be walking in no parking lot. It's gonna be cold, man. I can't be walking around in no cold parking lot. It's already, isn't it cold where you are right now? It's freezing where I'm at. It's like I'm in the house wearing my hat, like. And yeah, I know I look like Mr. Scruff McGruff today, but I don't care. I'm here. I told you I was gonna be here at all costs. I do mean that. Some people be saying they're gonna do something and then they don't do it. I'm not that guy. You should already know this by now. Mastermind say it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Also, I just want to tell you something else. Dispensaries, the new ones, they gotta be open by February the 10th. So we expect a flurry of dispensaries to open anytime now. I'm hearing things. I don't want to say things yet. I don't know these new people. I don't want to make them mad. Like, damn, he's spoiling our surprise. So I would advise you, depending on where you live at, to check out if you have any dispensaries near you, what their progress is. We're looking at them here in Columbus to see what their progress is. And, you know, there's progress being made. I can show you some pictures of some dispensaries that's coming soon. No, I can't. Yeah, I could maybe. Not here though. And okay, really? Okay, well that's an encouraging sign. If the site is there and the menu ain't there, the building's there, then maybe the staff's there, might be getting closer. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to check that out. Alright, well, please do me a favor. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Don't forget to check me out on OhioCannabisLive.com. We didn't stream live there today, but this video will be uploaded there for you to watch it later without any restrictions. Hopefully they didn't flag our video today. It looks like we're still good right now, but we never know. They always change it later. Thanks for your support. I appreciate all of y'all being here, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. I'm going to try to do some more live videos. You can see I'm going through a lot right now, and I feel terrible. So I'm going to pull it together, and I'll see all of you here very, very soon. Again, make sure you share the video. Make sure you tell people to mash that like and subscribe button, because that really helps us, you know, when you do that. If you don't do that, some people don't hit the like subscribe button and they miss out. All right, I'll see you next.